Hello, hello, everybody. Remember me? We're going to finish this up, and then I'm going to show you the Creative Curiosities kit. And because I want to do both, I'm going to jump right into it. So when I finished this, I'm going to get you real close if I can. When I finished her the other day, I had, well, actually, when I started her, I wanted to use glass bead texture medium on her, and I didn't get to do it. So I'm going to do it now just to finish her up. The other thing is, the wording on this page, which actually was inspired by my friend Michelle from Michelle Bell's Creations, whose kit I'm going to show you. Girl, those lashes, I didn't like it in the color that it is, so I'm going over it with a marker. So we're going to do that too. Welcome. Say hello when you get here so I know that you're here. I would love to see you. Oh, Lori, how are you, darling? Are you full of worry or are you okay? How's it going, friend? Talk to me. Thinking and praying for surgery today for your daughter. And I've got to post a couple of things in our club because there's something else happening that I would love everybody to know about and pray for. Such a nice thing about being part of a fellowship club, right? Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm trying to go over this in a way that I'm covering it completely, the other color, with this gold paint marker. And I think it's working. This one seems to need a little more oomph. I wanted this to show up more. I felt like the other marker was just too fine. Girl, those eyelashes. And I think it looks like it's going to need 2 coats either way. Whichever way I go, I'm going to do 2 coats. So I better just do a fine first application. I'm getting into the cheesecloth here. A little bit of the texture. I hope you don't mind hanging out with me while I do this part. And then I'm going to show you this gorgeous kit that Michelle sent me. Wait, there's a big event tomorrow. Hey, Shauna, how are you, friend? Welcome. There is an event tomorrow for her Curiosities pack. Paper crafting, all things paper, vintage, notions and paper packs. That's what this is all about. In fact, I will read to you in a few minutes here her description of her group. First, let's just get a little bit of this on there. We're going to use this Liquitex glass beads. I think what I want to do here is, so the Liquitex glass beads are going to be shiny and they're going to really show up well, but they're also going to be gritty because they're little beads. And I think I want to apply them in the petals and even in her eyes. I think those are the only places. So I should really just take that thing out. I just never have. I'm going to grab a little bit of this. I have to apply just a little bit at a time, and I'm not sure how much control I'm going to have with this. But I also have, that I could use, this tiny little silicone pusher thingy. That'll be helpful too. Gosh, it's awfully quiet this morning, but I'm so happy to have your company, ladies. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just wondering what you guys, is there anything on the screen that shouldn't be for you? StreamYard has made some changes, and I'm just not even sure what it is that you're seeing, to be truthful with you. I hope it's a good view. I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to take this like this and apply it with the little tiny thing. It just gives me a little more control. I'm going to do a thin layer of these beads. I say thin, and then I took that big gob. So the beads, they're little glass beads that sit inside the Liquitex matte medium is my belief. Liquitex matte medium, glossy, most likely, because when this dries, it is extremely glossy. It's so pretty with the little beads in there. I will post a picture and share once it's dry. So the beads aren't paper thin. I don't know what size they are, but they're little beads, and we got to put enough on there so that you can see them, right? Like, it's not just liquid, it's gritty. It literally has little glass beads in it. So we're just going to apply it here. And then I will show you once it's dry. It is the coolest thing. It really is. And it is going to make these whole areas glossy. with little beads. I don't know. I'm debating with her eyes. They might make her eyes look bulgy. Make her eyes look bulgy. Maybe I should just do the petals. You know what I'll do today? Because we can always go back and add more. I think I'll do the petals. So then one's not her eyes, but the other four. And we're going to let those dry, take a peek at it, see what we think. And then if we feel like we want to also do her eyes, I can go back in. I'd prefer to take the quiet, like slow approach rather than put it on there and then regret it. Because once it's on there, you're not getting it off, friends. It's not coming off. It is not. It is not. Let's just see if anybody else has jumped in. She's in pre-op right now. She must be nervous. Poor thing. Thanks, Janet. How are you, friend? How are you feeling? Lots of surgeries lately, you girls. We got to take care of each other, right? Oh my goodness. Here we go. I'm still watching baby today. I'm going to have him again. For those of you who are on Facebook with me as subscribers, I am going to have him with me for our 2:00 Facebook subscriber session. The woman that I'm like helping with watching him during the day, she's going to come back and get him, or she came back and got him so that I could be live with you here and have my hands free for this. But she's going to bring him back in like an hour so that I can spend the rest of the day with my sweet little boyfriend. I mean, I told my husband I'm in love with him. He's just so sweet. He's such a sweet boy and so darling to hang out with. What a great little disposition. He reminds me a lot of my Gannon at that age. Gannon was very quiet and observant and contemplative. Landon was always super busy, even as a baby, just a really busy. Gannon was a little more quiet and reflective. And actually, Gannon is my introvert. So maybe Owen will be an introvert. We'll see. We shall see. All right. This little tiny spatula really does give me a lot of control, which I like. Now, we know we can add more later, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to scrape off the extras. I heard a little bead fall on my page. And then let me show you the Creatives Curiosity Pack. Hey, Judy. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Your brain is doing its job. Thanks be to God for that. Yes, Janet? Right? All right, let me get a paper towel for my little spatula so I can clean that off. It's as easy as that. I'm just going to wipe that and put it away. That was easy. Silicone is so easy to clean. Okay, so I'm going to have to do another layer of the gold, and we're going to let that dry and then decide whether to put that same bead texture medium in the eyeballs. But I'll just show you a little close up. See how thick it looks? All of the gel will dry clear, and then we'll just be left with the gloss beads. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think. I love her cheeks. Her lips, I kind of feel like her lips might benefit from a little bit of more of an outline. Let me just see something quick. Do I have my pink gel pen close by? I love these kind of details. I don't. I think is it in my craft or in my office? I mean, it could be. I have a purple one, but I want the pink one, and it's not here, so I'm going to wait for that. All right, let's put this aside, and then I'm going to show you the Creative Curiosities pack. Now, I did somewhat open it, but not completely. Now, she's so sweet. She wrote on here, March 15th, live at noon, tomorrow on Facebook at noon, I am kicking off her event for the month for her Creative Curiosities paper and notions pack. So I got this in the mail. She put my little name on there. So sweet. It looks like a stamp. I mean, it is like so perfectly on there. I don't know how she did that, but I don't think she hand lettered it, but who knows? She's pretty talented. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to share with you a couple of things in the comments. First, I'm going to give you the link to her paper, Creative Curiosities paper and notions pack. Now, if you're interested, you can click on it. I am working with her as her affiliate for the month. She tries to highlight one other creative friend every month, helping her with just spreading the news about this pack. Let me give you, oh, and look what she did on her webpage. There I am. So when you click that link, it's just going to bring you here, and it tells you a little bit more about it. And then if you want to join her mailing list to learn even more, you can, or you can just sign up right there if you're interested. But let me just give you a description of it, okay, if you don't mind. And I'm going to read it so that I don't muck it up. Okay, unique and vintage supplies. Our box offers a range of carefully selected vintage and handmade papers, ephemera, and found objects. You will value the uniqueness of each item and love using these materials to enhance your stories in your junk journals. Curated inspirations. With each box, you will get an assortment of supplies that spark new ideas, allowing you to focus on creating rather than sourcing your materials. You will look forward to the surprise and inspiration each box brings, and then crafting with a community. Your box is key to a deeper community involvement through our private crafting group on Facebook. She has weekly crafting get-togethers and online challenges, allows you to feel more part of the group. So there it is. That's the basic gist of what she is offering. It is an actual kit that you get, some Happy Mail that you get. It is beautifully packaged. It was sent to me in a really timely way. Now, if you are a member, because I know some of you may already be members of her group, feel free to give it a shout out in the comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. Or if you want to share with anybody who's, learning about this for the first time, what might be a reason they may want to consider checking out Michelle's group. Hey, Callie, how are you, friend? Oh my gosh, this was the first thing. Look at this. It's a die cut. It is so thick and just the wings. I can't. I feel like those wings need some shimmer. Her sweet little face. Look at her little haircut. Her like little hairdo with the curls tucked and pinned behind her head. Oh, I love her. This looks like her when she's a little older, doesn't it? But look at this little cutout. Beautiful, beautiful cutout. Probably was at one time a black and white photo that has been enhanced to add some color, like their little rosy cheeks, their pink and blue dresses. So you get all these fantastic notions in here. Now, this is the note that Michelle wrote to me. So I'm not going to read it to you, but I am going to actually put this in my daily journal, like my own daily journal. And I may even include one of her little focal points with it. So this thing, and this is not, I don't throw out note cards. They go in my daily journal. This glorious bit of stuff. I mean, I can't even, first of all, the clip is amazing. And then she clipped onto the clip a bulb pin with some beads. And there's a tiny, tiny widow bunny, widow bunny, and a rose that is actually quite substantial. So this alone is a great piece that I can use in my junk journal to clip things in, because I use these kinds of clips all the time in my junk journals. So in this came, and I'm going to show you, African wildlife. Get a picture card album from your grocer. A series of 50. This was number 42 in this pack of, I guess, cards that they gave out at the grocery. And it's about an antelope. Issued in all packets of Brook Bond tea. I mean, that is vintage ephemera. Like stuff that, so ephemera is things that would otherwise have gotten thrown out that you keep to use or keepsake. So that's what ephemera is, right? So this note card is actually and literally ephemera. Most people probably would throw this out. I have never. I do not throw out note cards and cards that I get in the mail. I can't. I'm a sentimental fool. I like to keep them, and I keep them in my junk journals so I can remember the people who sent things to me. This is beautiful. Lovely piece. Another. These are like textiles. So and actually I want to keep them in order because they're fabulous. I'm going to keep this stuff in order. So here we have a long, this is really long piece of beautiful. It's like green. It has a stripe on it, but it's a very soft, pretty green, which is perfect for springtime. This fabric, I can't even, this fabric here. What? Michelle, if you're here, these bunnies with their pink ears. Where did you get it? And it matches so perfectly. She coordinated it so well with the greens here, that bit of like creamy colored lace. The antelopes match great. And then underneath, a long piece of burlap with a lace detail. And these are all clipped together beautifully. So Michelle is really, really good at this attention to detail with the things that she packages up and sends out. She has a real eye for packaging things beautifully. So there we go. We got a little sound action going there. Debbie Moeller, how are you, my friend? Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for the little care emoji. So cute. Those bunnies, right, Lynn? They're so cute, Lynn. Darling, darling. Lori says, Lori is a member, so I'm going to put this up. She says, I love this group. We have so much fun opening the pack live together and then creating. I do journal pages with each month's kit and hope to put them together in one big journal when completed. Lori, that is a great idea, actually. That's a really, really good idea to do that. And of course, if you are not a journaler, all of these paper notions, I love getting vintage, like authentic vintage things. And you'll see what a great selection she sent to me anyway. And this is reflective of what she sends out every month to the members. I love using this looks like it looks like mulberry paper that may have been watercolored or stained, but it's very, very pretty. This is a piece of very textured, I guess this is mulberry paper as well. Very neutral, that matches that burlap. Here's another piece of mulberry paper with beautiful colors, blues and greens. Now, this was wrapped around my card. And of course, you know me. It's like eyelet yarn. I'm not going to throw that out. That is going to go in a book or maybe even with the card that she sent me in my own junk journal. I'll open this in a minute. This is full of all sorts of little goodies, and I'm going to open that in a minute. But let's look at the papers. I'm going to put some of these things aside so we can focus on the papers that she sent. It's amazing. It's amazing and so beautiful. Callie, hey all. She says, yes, I am a member. Shell is phenomenal, and the monthly packs are full of goodness. I'm going to put this up on the screen so I can read it. She is a very compassionate and personable and skilled creative instructor. No regrets ever. Oh, Callie, isn't that all the truth? Thank you for sharing that. I wish Michelle were here to kind of hear this, and I'm sure she'll catch the replay, but you are so sweet to let her know how valued she is to you. The community is a family. It's an absolute pleasurable place to be, and her group is everything. It's everything, girl. It's everything. Okay, she knows I love children's book pages. And she said to me, there's something in this pack that it's just little, but I just thought it made me think of you. I don't know if this is it. There are 3 things in this pack that I think could fit that bill. Michelle, you're going to have to let me know, but look at how cute. And these pages are kind of written with a little bit of a rhyme. What? Look at the chicken. Okay, let me read it to you. Madam Goose keeps the store. She knows all the news, and she tells you as little or much as you choose. And what does she tell? The sign on her door says it all. Birthday present store. Oh my gosh. Look at her little bow on her butt. She's a fancy goose. She's a fancy goose. So this is, she included in this kit a list of all of the items. I mean, look at the extensive list of all the items that you get in this kit. It is a lot, friend. It is a lot. Okay, this, again, she is so funny, and I love you so much, Michelle, for this. I've been making stew. My husband just said to me the other day, beef chili, and you've got beef stew down to a T. I mean, my family, I've made it a lot over the years, and you know, the things that you make the most, it's like, I've got it down to what they really like. So this is so funny that this is lots of stews, including a Romanian-style chicken stew. Because, of course, we're the Comfy Nest, and you are my crafty chicks. It's a chicken stew. You need 2 frying chickens cut up, garlic, onions, sweet butter, white wine. I don't know what monosodium glutamate is. I'll have to look that up. Cup of water, sour cream, and ripe olives to make this Romanian style chicken stew. I may have to try that. I might have to try it. Okay, from the desk of Susan Rinn. True ephemera. So Susan, wherever she be, God bless you, girl. But this came from her desk. It has her name on it. Maybe it was from her work environment. It looks aged, like, was this back from the 70s, 80s, maybe the 90s? I don't know. But Susan decided she didn't need any more papers, and Michelle got a hold of it somehow, maybe at a tag sale or a thrift store, antique store. Here we have, this is written in a different language. I cannot read it. But this is Theodore Rupp. I don't know who he is. I don't know what this is talking about. I think it's likely in German. Can anybody read German? Unter Polnischer. Forget it, I'm not even going to try. From 1918, antique paper. And it's got all that aged, gorgeous. Hey, Lisa Kid, how are you? MSG, is it just salt then, Callie? Italian Renaissance painting page. Wow, look at all these minis. These are small enough that they could go on ATC cards. Or you could just we could make tags out of them. We could make, this could become like, if you put it on the flap of an envelope, that could be like a little flap on it to make a tab for an envelope. The opening and closing of an envelope. I just think it's beautiful. Look at all these images. Look at them all. They're beautiful. Italian Renaissance. It doesn't, I'm looking for a date indicator on here. It doesn't really say, but this is 16th century Michelangelo. Amazing. Okay, now we're into our papers, and I don't know how she did this, I don't know how you did this, Michelle, but this paper matches so beautifully, not only with the fabrics that she sent. You'll see how coordinated everything is. The mulberry, now this looks like standard printer paper, like the type of paper that it is. Oh, good gravy, Grace. Is a standard paper. However, the mulberry papers that she sent, look at how well these all go together. The fabrics, the papers, even though some of them are textured mulberry papers or wallpaper panels, I'm not sure. And then for traditional paper. And then here we have, lastly, not that it's last, and I haven't even opened the envelope yet. We have 2 pieces of 12 by 12 decorative scrapbook paper. And this one, double-sided. This one, double-sided. So high quality, double-sided scrapbook papers. And look at the girl, little fairy girl on here. Some butterflies and roses. I mean, it all matches so beautifully. Michelle, you're a wonder. You are the wonder in this whole pack. I don't know where you source this stuff from, but what I think is such a benefit, if you are a craft or creator, like where I live, we're very limited. We don't have hobby stores. We had one antique store and it just closed. We have a couple of thrift stores, but they don't carry a lot of antique stuff. They have vintage, but they don't have a lot of antique stuff. But Michelle's able to get her hands on vintage and antique fabrics and paper ephemera and book pages, like music sheets, die cuts, things of that nature that you can use in your creativity. So if you aren't able to find those things in your local area and you want a nice variety every month, her pack would be a really good one to check out. All right, let's look at what's in the envelope. I'm actually going to move all of these things aside so that we can just focus on what's in the vellum envelope. First of all, the vellum envelope, vellum has a certain crunchy sound to it that I love. And let's see. In fact, I'm going to use this as my base to kind of show you. This is a ticket. It's like the shape of like one of those door prize tickets you get at basketball games and stuff. Little piece of fabric with blues and pinks, and it says a tisket, a tasket, and it has Easter baskets all over it. Again, look at the coordination here. She's incredible. Now, this was one of the other things that I thought maybe this is what she said when she said, as soon as I saw it, I included one thing. As soon as I saw it, I thought of you. It could be this. It's a little 3D sticker made out of paper cutouts, and it's a little bird on a vine. Oh my goodness. This is full. I did not open it, but it's die cuts to make florals, and there's several flower petal sections, the center, the leaves to all go with it. I'm not going to open it. There's like multiple pieces in there. Then, in addition, let's put those aside. I can hardly pick this up. It's so dainty. Look at this die cut. Look at how fancy. Look at how fancy. Pretty peach color. It matches everything that we got going on here. Another ticket. One of a kind. And then several tags. So we have matching tags, and you can't see it, but these do have little hole. Like you can punch the hole out right there. Both of them have it. It's already pre-hole punched for you. But matching tags. And this is a set of many stickers on here. Blossom, small, smell the flowers, have fun, spring has sprung, sweet spring day, the end of winter. Oh yes, the end of winter. Flowers are sunshine to the soul. Just a lot of great little phrases on here. Oh, look at this huge butterfly die cut. Isn't that beautiful? It's paper and it matches the fabrics so well. It's like a really soft olive green, and then last but not least, look at this metal piece. This is metal. It is a very thin metal. It is, the wings are bent, like in the way that they're bent away from the body, so they lift up. But I think it's thin enough that you could bend it further this way if you wanted. As you can see, I can bend it further this way, or I can flatten it out if I wanted to. But that is a metal piece, and it's gold, and it has beautiful filigree design. That is her paperback. Hello, Funky Junk Inspiration. Hello, Christy. How are you? Hey, Carrie. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. So what do you think of this pack? This is Michelle's Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. And this month I am helping my friend Michelle out by spreading the word about her pack and sharing her link, which I gave in the comments. Oh, you know what? I better get this all back in this little envelope before I put it away. I don't want to lose any of this. And actually, I think I'm going to put these in there as well. These were not in there, but I'm going to put them in there. Now, tomorrow at 12 noon, I think I'm the person kicking off her event. She has an event going on all afternoon tomorrow. If you are available on Facebook, you can start with me at 12 noon Central. I am going to be tomorrow. I'm showing this to you today. I'm going to show it again tomorrow, but I'm going to spend more of my time creating with it. We're going to do something creative with these. I would love if you in the comments would share with me what ideas you have about what could I do? What creative thing could I do tomorrow with this stuff that you would like to see? As my project chicks who hang out here with me on YouTube and Facebook, what are the things that you would love to see me do with this? Do you have a specific challenge for me, or should I try to incorporate these things into a junk journal that I already have? Should we make new junk journal pages with it? What would you like to see? ATC cards, tags, altered index cards. I mean, there's so much stuff here that the possibilities are limitless. So this all came in a bag. I'm going to put it back in the bag. And then I think I might just grab, so today's kind of like a Mod Podge. Is that the right word? It's just a slew of things we're working on today. I always bend these sticky parts back into the envelope so I can easily get things in and out. So that's what that is there. It's me straightening out the cellophane of the cellophane bag or envelope so I can get that stuff back in here. And then here's my sticky. I had put it inside, but now I can get it back outside and reattach. So what would you like to see me create with this today? In the meantime, I'm going to grab something else Today we're seeing lots of goodies. Working on lots of goodies. We could, I have this other book right next to me that I was thinking I would love to keep working on, if you don't mind. It is Deciding this book. Oh, I have it upside down. I can tell already. This way. This is kind of a tab binding. It's a very unique design. I did put that little tag as a little spot there. I want to continue to work on these pages and just make them a little more neutral, because there are so many pages. I want to continue to add things like this that are just plain neutral, because there's so much busyness with all these images and the background pages like this. This was the kit that I bought, and I've been slowly adding things like this to just tone down the imagery, because look at how much there is. Just so much imagery. I added that on there. I also added in here coffee stained paper. So I'm going to work on this for a few minutes with you while we hang out. This, I did put a little pocket here. So once I have something in there, maybe that won't feel so busy. But I have a bit of work to do yet. So here I'm going to add something here to make this a little bit more toned down. I do have my stash of paper right next to me, so let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have tags. This one says, "You are full of light and love." Actually, that would fit nicely in there, so I'm going to cut that for right there. You can join the group anytime. You will receive next month's pack if you join by the beginning of April. Oh, look at Lori. Lori knows all the deets. Lori's got you down, girls. She's the one to stick with, for sure. Thank you for telling us that, Lori. Tomorrow, the whole event is to showcase and be inspired by this Creative Notions pack from my Shell Bells Creations. Thank you, Michelle, my sweet friend, for sending me all the goodies that you did. And I can't wait for tomorrow's session so I can start creating with it. But I got to be patient because the event isn't until tomorrow. Okay, that can go there. That's lovely. I like it. I need a hole punch. And I think I'm going to add a eyelet to that too. Let's go with, do I want small hole punch or big? Can the small one work, I wonder? It looks like a big hole punch, but let's see what we get. I can't see so good, girls. Gracie needs help with her eyesight. All right, let me grab my eyelets and see what we got. Of course, I have the ones that came with. I think I might use a rose gold. There's lots of pink in here. So I think I'm going to use a rose gold one. True to form, I can't just grab it with my big fingers. I got to use something, a little aid, a little tweezer. And these tweezers actually are magnetic, so it makes it easy to grab at. I'm going to keep these next to me just in case I need more of them. Who's creating this weekend? Anybody got anything going on? Last night I got together with some girlfriends at this local shop that is a paint shop. Like, she holds painting parties. And it was my first time. And this woman, Tara, who runs this thing, I'm going to post on it on my Facebook page so you guys can learn more about it, especially if you're local and you're looking for something like that to do. The woman, Tara, who runs it, she and I used to sell Leah Sophia together, so I know her pretty well. She's a beautiful personality. She's super generous, kind, and creative. And she does these little paint parties downtown. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay, let's get into here. I could get lost in the details for days. So anyway, I had a lot of fun with my girlfriends last night at her little shop creating, and I'm going to post today what I made. That she created and gives us the kits, and then we create them while we're in there hanging out with friends. So a group of my friends and I don't know, there were about 7 or 8 of us that got together, had some snacks and created for a while. It was really, really fun. Okay, I'm looking through my paper scraps that I have just sitting here to see if there's anything here that I think I might want to add. That is a really pretty together. Yeah, I'm going to use a piece of this because I like the addition of the green. I just have to decide what do I want to do with it. Let's create, so I'm going to cut it down and we'll create a little space to tuck things right here. I'm going to cut it down there and then probably I'm going to straight cut it here and then I'm going to continue to decoratively cut it. You'll see. Hang tight. I have an idea. Let me get my straight cutter. We're going to straight cut and then I'm going to do a decorative edge to it. Straight cut. I need to do 2 of those. Can't see the little wire. This cutter has a wire right there that tells me exactly where that blade is going to hit. So it's really handy for making sure if you need to be accurate that you get that accuracy you're looking for. So I'm going to put this here to break this up a little. Oh, maybe I want to put it here. Oh, actually, this would be great if I could do a couple of these. Wouldn't that be cute? You don't even know what I'm doing, and I'm asking you, do you think that would be cute? I think I will do this. All right, hang tight, girls. I don't want this side. This side has ABCs on it. Much too busy, and it just doesn't go with the theme. I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to cut like maybe right there by the Q. All right, a couple more cuts. You guys are so quiet. What's everybody up to? Who's creating today? Who has some craft time scheduled for yourself? Or, you know, at least the intent to get some creative time in. I'm going to have a lot of time alone. The baby's going to come back in about a half hour. And then I'm going to have some time alone. So we're going to make double tuck spots here is what we're going to do. And I am going to creatively cut this so it's not so straight. We're going to put a decorative edge on it. Baby's coming, and then tonight my boys are going to be they're going to a friend's for a deer processing party. So they kind of do this once a year. All of the deer meat that the hunters have gathered, they get together and they process it together as a group, and it just makes it easier for everybody because you kind of have like an assembly line, everybody helping out to create sauce, summer sausage, bacon, you know, steaks, all the things that you're going to want to do with that game meat that we got. Okay, this is going to go here, but I want this as well to have kind of a decorative edge. We're going to make a double pocket kind of. So what kind of decorative edge do I want here? I think I'm just going to mimic. Let's just not well, Gracie, I think I'll glue this down first. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. We're going to double edge and we're going to mimic what this shape is. So it's just really simple. We don't want to complicate things. You guys would have laughed at me, girls, because true to form at this little door hanger party, this paint party last night, true to form, Gracie, you know me, struggling with the glue. I couldn't get the glue to behave. I was like, come on, the glue wouldn't come out of the bottle. I was like, come on. Finally, Tara saved me and she brought me a new glue. She's like, oh, let's get you a new bottle. Thank you, Tara. Okay, that's kind of cute, right? Kind of cute, kind of different. Actually, I'm not even sure. Okay, I was going to use it here, but I think I'm going to put it here instead because that will cover that up and make this a little more simple on this side. So this is, we're just going to have a double whammy here for tuck spots. And it's going to help bring a different pattern and simplify the page a little bit, kind of break up all of this script that's all over these papers that were the kit that I bought. So I'm going to put this here. I know I meant it for it on the other side, but it's okay. We can come up with something else. It's getting used well. There we go. All right, so now we'll have two tuckies. We're going to let that dry for a hot minute. Hey, Mary Lanovic. Hey, Gwen, how are you? Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration, she says, I'm working and I have creative events all weekend. Christy, share with us what you got going on. Tell ladies where we can find you this weekend on your creative stuff. When you're creating, where can we find you, my friend? Please share in the comments, because you know these are all the crafty chicks who love us, love you so much, love our community so much. Hey, Debbie, she says lots happening today. Girl, make sure you rest a little too. Shauna says she's working. Shauna, my friend, I feel like I need to come to your house and save you for a day. I feel like you work so hard. Girl, and we need to work. Believe you me, I know what that's like. Gots to get the work in. But I also think, Shauna's one of those friends I want to go pick you up. This is a little pocket right there. So that's good. This page, though, I'm still stumped. I need to put something on this page to tone it down a little. Let me look through my papers while we're hanging out. These are all scraps of papers that I've already used. So again, they're still very, very busy. And I'm looking for something a little simpler. I think it's time for me to pull in some of that ledger paper. Let me grab a sheet of ledger paper. This is the ledger paper that I sell in my store. It's enormous. Of course, it's way too big, but I think I'm going to cover up actually part of this. So let me get a measurement here. I have two different sides, and I can get a number on here, which would be kind of cool if I could get that number on here. So where would I be cutting you? I'd be cutting you right here. This isn't going to fit that way into my cutter because it's way too big, but I can get it this way first. And actually, I'm going to cut it to this red line. This is, though, two huge pages. So I first need to rip them apart this way. You see how big that is? It's enormous. So much paper to work with when you grab some of these. And then it'll fit this way. Put my line, my little wire line on the line where I want to cut it. And then we're going to keep that 74. I like the numbers a lot. There. Go down to this. So my boys are going to be busy with their deer tonight. So we still have a little bit of pink peeking out the edges, which I really like, actually. In fact, I'm just going to cut a little bit more off here to get a little more showing. My boys are going to be busy with that, so I kind of have the night to myself after baby leaves and the boys are gone. I don't know. I don't know if I should have crafty time. I'll have to get on the treadmill. I've been really trying hard to get on the treadmill every day. I know you hear this from me a lot. You guys, I think I'm just going to completely cover this. As beautiful as it is, we're going to completely cover it because I really want to have some like plain pages in here just to break up the look a little bit. So we're just going to glue this down. I could have done a pocket. I could have done a flip. I have those things already built into this little signature. So I'm not feeling like I need more of those. I feel like what I need is just some plain pages to create on. And I want this to go right to the edge. In fact, it's probably easier for me to do this way. Like that. I think I missed my corner. Oh, of course I did. You're sending out Happy Mail packages? Carrie, how nice of you. Who are you sending packages to? Do tell. Give us some deets. Who are the lucky people getting some packages? It was nice enough for a bike ride. Oh, blessed be the Lord. Right? Like I took the baby out for a minute on the deck and it was just there was a bit of a bite to the air. And I'm like, nope, it's just not as much as I want it to be. And the sun is getting warmer and hotter and brighter every day because of spring coming. I was just like, no, this precious baby's just too cold for his little face. So I brought him back in the house. But it is nice to get some fresh air, isn't it? All right, I do like that better. So what I'm trying to do right now is break up some of this busyness. Like, look at the pages her pages are just very busy. So I think this is like some kind of list. It looks like a list, and it's written in a different language. Received in full. So it looks like maybe it was a bill, actually. Some of it looks like it's written in a different language. This is another letter or something. And then they're both photocopied on a piece of like floral paper. That's why her kits always, they're beautiful, but they're always very busy to me. Cause she has tags here behind a letter and then next to another letter. And it looks like there's another floral paper peeking out through there. So when she puts these together, there's a lot on one page. So I'm trying to just break up the monotony a little bit. See, this is one thing. This is another thing. This is another thing. So we're trying to break it up a little bit. I added this vellum to put this little pocket the other day. I added this just to break it up a little bit. Maybe this side. I hate to cover it up, girls, but I mean, what do you do? What do you do? All right, coffee stained paper might be in order. I also printed, like, wouldn't he be cute on there? Would he fit on there? I didn't do a very good job copying him, but he's awfully cute. I'm going to cut him out and see if he'll fit on there nicely. I'm going to our community theater tonight to see How to Enchant a Bookshop. Really? By the Children's Theater. Oh, Mary, how sweet. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Andrea Scott, welcome, welcome. Carrie says, I'm in a swap and I have to mail that out today, but I did a drawing on my Patreon and I need to mail that and my besties. Carrie, what is your business page? Please share. I don't even know. Do I know what your business page is? Please tell us in the comments. Give us all the deets, please. You have a Patreon. That's exciting. Didn't know this. So give us all the deets. Don't be shy. Flower Fairies of the Garden. Now, those little words I could save and use somewhere, as well as the Song of the Scylla Fairy. Like, I could save those things and still use them. Oh, yeah. See how much simpler that page becomes? Oh, he might even be better suited here with the blues. Blues and greens. I can't decide. I'm going to put him here. I try not to overthink. Journal Junkies 50. Is that the name of a YouTube channel, or where do we find you there? Like YouTube, or is that Patreon, or is that Facebook, or Instagram, or is that you everywhere? Girl, give us the deets. I know, doesn't it sound fun? So how to enchant a bookshop. Mary, that topic is so perfect for us. I wish we could all go with you. When I was a kid, I was in community theater as a kid, like, elementary, high school. And when I was in high school, a woman that I knew very well, sweet woman, Mrs. Holdley, she was directing the children's theater in our local town, and she asked me to help her. So I was kind of like this assistant director as a high schooler. And we did the Frog Prince. They did the Frog Prince, so that was fun. That was fun. I love community theaters. They really are. I love them. They're just heartwarming. Okay, that one I love. This one, I'm trying to decide what to cover and what to keep. Let's go back here. I think I will cover this. Let me see what other fairies I have here. And actually, this is from a book. I took a photocopy of a page from a book, and I wish I hadn't blurred that. I could go back to that and get another copy if I wanted. Now, these I don't think fit very well, like this vibe, even though I love them. I don't think they fit real well in this book. I'm just going through some of my printables and seeing if there's anything here I want to use. She would fit. And I have a smaller version of her right here. Let's put her. Okay. I love having my printables kind of printed in advance. I'm going to cut her down to the actual size that she is, and then we'll decide whether to make adjustments to that. I got these off of Etsy. See, it just helps your eye focus on something, because with all of this busyness, I don't know what my eye wants to focus on. But if I put her here, it gives our eyes something to focus on. I am going to cut a little bit off. I may add some fabric to this. If I put her here, let's do like a little bit of a collage work on here. That's your Patreon. Junk or Journal Junkies 50 is where you find her on Patreon. There you go, girls, if you want to check her out. Let's see. I'm looking for a fabric that makes sense. I do have this piece of gold infused burlap that would add some beautiful texture. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's how easy it is. I go to my bin, I see something. Yep, I like the colors. I like how it's real basic, but it's not, it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's going to cover some of this up and give her something to be connected to. In fact, I'm going to cut her down a little bit smaller even so we can see more of that burlap. Like this. And I think I'm going to rip. Down this edge. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, let's put it down. I need a different glue. Is anybody going to be able to join us tomorrow for Michelle's big event on Facebook? Are any of you going to be able to watch, or is your weekend too busy? I'm on at noon. Hopefully you can watch me anyway. If you come and hang out with me, I'll be on at noon. And I have to look it up. I don't remember. I think they're 45 minutes. Look at my thumb. This whole area of my hand hurts. Yeah, from yesterday squeezing the bottle so much at that paint party that I went to, trying to get the glue out of the bottle. I gave my hand a little workout. Literally, friends. I'm using Beacon 3-in-1 because I want to make sure this really sticks and quickly. So that Beacon 3-in-1 will do that for me. I'm not sure. I'm going to go back and look at your comments because I'm not sure I saw any suggestions for what I could do tomorrow. Like if you had any challenges for me or anything in terms of what to create. I don't want to use this on my paper. This oozing glue, I'm going to stick it behind the burlap. I'm going to put this cover on real quick. I wasn't quick enough, girls. Got to be quicker than that, as my kids would say. Got to be quicker than that. Is it a Progressive commercial? Got to be quicker than that. Ugh, glue on your fingers. That's why my nails never look good. My hands and nails. Okay, here we go. We're going to use this glue. We make monthly journals, tags, and ATCs with our packs. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be exciting to see. She has a lot of great creative friends set up to create alongside us for this event and kind of highlight what she does in that group. And it's fun that Callie and Lori both are members of that group because they can speak to it right now and you can tell that they love it so much. Super helpful to hear from somebody who actually belongs to the group as opposed to, you know, I could tell you all day long how great the group is, but then you hear from somebody who actually is a member, paying member of the group, telling you how much they love it. That is a good testimonial, right? Even better. All right. I am just loving the signature. Now, I have not created the cover for this book yet. But it'll eventually get here. Okay. Now let's see. Don't think I need any more of these. She, on some of the pages that what she calls paper bags came on, there were these words and phrases that you could cut out and use in the book. So I'm trying really hard not to lose these because I think these could be really nice to use. And actually, I could use this on this page right here. I don't want to lose them. I'm trying to keep track of them real well. I also don't want to lose, hold on girls, a little clean up here. That can be scrap. But I don't want to lose these because I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them somehow. So I'm trying to separate as I go. Now let's cut these down. So I can use these on this page. And I think I'm going to get rid of, I did cut this with pinking shears for one of the paper bags, or I kind of call them envelopes, but I'm going to cut that off so I can get these words more narrow. That would be cute. Used somehow. I'm going to stick it in there for now. So at the very least, I could cut it there and keep them long, but I don't think I like that because it goes right over her body. So then, you know, I do this in snippets and then decide as I go. I'm going to actually make this a little more narrow. Cut off the excess. And then what if I took beauty off? And then I went like this. Beauty is a light in the heart. That's too long. So, you know me, super visual. So I need to, you know, kind of do it as I go. I love that right there. I love that. Yep. I'm going to cut the white paper down just a little more. So they're a little narrower. Some of them, they're not so chunky. And I'm going to leave them bright white. You could go in and distress them. I think I'm going to leave them bright white, and then I'm going to use a pen and go around them. Instead of distressing them, I'm going to make them pop off with a pen or a Stabilo or something. Let's get this one down a little bit. I don't mind, you know, obviously these are all a little wonky. I'm not being super careful about how I'm cutting those. As you can see, and it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I think I like it that way. All right, so let's do it. Picking it up, gluing it down. Oh, I got a little excess glue. I don't need that much, Gracie. Slightly wonky. I'm happy with that. I have glue on my fingers now, so they're all going to stick to my fingers. I don't even need to. I pushed down too hard and I got like a gob of glue, and I don't want that. Come on, I just need a little glue. Great, it's sticky on the top and the bottom now because my fingers have glue on them. And then I'm putting glue down below. All right, beauty is the light in the heart. And then I'm going to come in with something. I could use a gold gel pen. I could use a silver gel pen. I could use black. I think I'm going to use gold since I already have gold on this page. Infused in that burlap. Oh, I put my scissors in a bucket and then the bucket fell over. All right, so I'm going to take this, and here's what we're going to do is we're going to outline. Sometimes I just outline 2 corners. Sometimes I do the whole thing. So I'm going to start with my 2 corners, and then if I want to go around the whole thing, I can. And I like this to be kind of messy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want this to be uber clean and neat. In fact, I'm gonna go all the way around this one because it's little. I kind of extend beyond the lines. I like it, that one, I like it all the way covered. So I'm just gonna go and do that on all of them. And I'm gonna be super messy about it so that they really stick out. You can see I'm not being careful. It's about making these pop, and it looks like a journal, right? We got some scribble marks. It looks like a journal. Well, it is a journal signature, so it's good that it looks like a journal. There. What do you think? What do you think? I'd love to see you create a journal with all the goodies, but I always enjoy watching you create journals. Thank you, Debbie. That's nice of you to say. Janet's going to be organizing. Callie's going to be there all day tomorrow. Fantastic. It's your favorite commercial, Carrie? You got to be quicker than that. All right, girls. So tomorrow at 12 noon, I'll be live on Facebook for the Creative Curiosities paper pack notion. Wait, hold on. Let me say it again because I want to get it right. It is the Creative Curiosities paper and notions pack tomorrow at noon, live on Facebook. That's Central Standard Time. Now, today I will be live at 2 o'clock with subscribers. I'm going to be hanging out with Owen. So I don't know that we'll be crafting, but we definitely will be hanging out. And maybe I'll take you for a walk around my neighborhood with the baby. I'm not sure, but Facebook subscribers, our weekly get together is today at 2 Central. I'll see you over there in the private hub. Thanks for being here with me. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day.